What is up, my fellow? We got the Thunder Shield, barrier, recovery, blind. See, the thing with this is like, okay, this is a pretty decent character. And I was like, Ningfei, it just, I don't know. Cool, where you create a clone and the clone does chain lightning. Things going on. Tyla, however you want to say this, pretty decent healer. A little bit easier to kind of get a duplicate copies for her talent tree. She also has some really cool relic effects, her special abilities. You got enters the super, which you can fire bird-shaped arc projectiles at combatants. We've got the immediately heals a specified ally. So you got instant healing on that ability. You also have the arc missile ricochets between targets. You have a little bit of blinding is a pretty, you know, it's not, I feel like maybe it could be an underestimated effect, putting blind on the enemies. But I think she's really good. One of the decent purple characters that we have. Really good healer if you need a healer on your team, definitely for like raids or something. For me, I'm going ahead, putting her in the top right there in the A area. Next one we got is going to be Zon. Next one we got is going to be Akura. Now, Akura almost feels like she does kind of, you know, the same similar, like the crowd control stuff. I think she's kind of weaker though. I would choose the Wei guy over her Akura. I think Akura is probably one of the weaker characters we have right now at launch.
Find the character to deal with, but it's pretty cool. Here is the video of it. When you are in her ultimate, you can use both of her ability as well and kind of spam them in a way. So this is pretty cool when inflicting a mega. So it's very important that you have a clone before you. When you are in her ultimate, you can use both of her ability as well and kind of spam them in a way. So this is pretty cool when inflicting a mega.
Okay.
Can love and romance save the world? Oh, maybe good thoughts in, bad thoughts out.
Fais dodo, Kumula mon petit frère. Fais dodo, t'auras du lolo. Fais dodo, Kola mon petit frère.
Keep your weapons ready, and your head down. Make every shot count. Talk to you later.
According to local residents, a new event I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people gathering over there. local residents, a new event starts today.
Pretty warlock. Love that armor, that's really nice. Crimson! She gets Queen's Breakers.
I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people gathering over there.
Pain and pleasure? What's the difference?
Oh. Okay. 2, 4. Oh, fuck. Look at a guy character. That's cool.
Leveling tips and things the game doesn't tell you in Destiny Rising. After playing through for a few days and hitting the server cap multiple times, here are some things I've learned that will help you on your journey as a Guardian.
To unearth.
Welcome everybody, let's take a look.
I should.
So the way you level up your character is by upgrading your Guardian's powers.
There are plenty of people who
upgrading
can
your
get
weapons,
stuff done,
relic abilities,
but not all of that
artifact,
can
and
do it with
talent tree.
style. Get what I'm
So
saying?
once you open up the inventory, you'll see all your characters
style
on the
just
left
makes a
side,
mess
and when
of
you
things.
select them, you'll see what needs to be upgraded. Oftentimes, there's this little green arrow showing. Currently are capped daily if you are reaching the max rank each day. The one currently in the game is the Jiangxi Metro. There's going to be more added like the Red Sea Rift later in the story. but doing activities on this destination will level up both the destination and your ones. As mentioned, you may hit the cap for the server and have to wait till the next day to continue leveling. Until then, you can still play the game. Grinding XP should carry over, I believe. You can farm those Lumia leaves if you want to open up boxes for pulls, play different activities. If you are not yet level 20, you can enter friend codes to get extra rewards. Go to the event or store page and down to the Spreading the Light tab. If you bind a code with a friend or another guardian before level 20 and complete the quest with the binded player, you'll get more charms and rewards. I unfortunately passed this and I didn't know it was up to level 20, so hopefully this helps some of you out. If you want to try out light bearers before you get them before possibly spending money, characters have free trial missions and trial rooms where you can test their abilities. Certain light bearers will message you at the top.
Flow like lightning, strike like me.
Which will then bring you into a whole story mission where you play as her. But others can straight up be tested by going to the draw store and clicking on trial. This will bring you to the tutorial room where you can test out all their abilities and supers. And they give you some, if you have materials, to get some of those back. Box aspect as well as just the gameplay materials. Certain chapters will ask you to say upgrade weapons to level 5. If you have materials saved, you'll be good. If not, you'll have to continue to grind a bit to get some of those back. Just saves you a bit of time if you decide to save those materials. And this goes for the Bon Voyage currency you use for pulling and opening those loot boxes too. The limited time items and characters will change, so if you want to go for a specific character, you can hold off. But anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Some Destiny Rising tips after playing.
If I look at everyone else who is here, okay, is another real identify older does, but a little bit better. Every time I'm like, I read that she was an easy pass, but let me know what you guys think about it. Like I said, I'm thoroughly enjoying Destiny Rising. Boys, girls, and everyone else, today we dine in one specific activity in Destiny Rising all day long. That is right. Because of the reset yesterday, there is only one thing you should be doing in Destiny Rising right now to really maximize the potential of your account. If I am not putting enough emphasis on this, you should be using all of your pinnacle energy, literally every last drop on this activity, and I'm going to show you why right now. So, we're jumping into Destiny Rising. Once you have unlocked your claim, which means you've completed your book, your journal, if you will, now is the time that we get to do this one activity that will really benefit your account more than anything else right now, today, for even the end game, okay? Like, again, I'm really putting a lot of stress on this. This is end game activity you can do right now to grind for it. So, if you go to Adventure, you go to, let me move my face out of the way, go to the bottom right, or the bottom left, excuse me. I'm putting my camera in the bottom right. I want you to go to the bottom left. And we want to go to Singularity Chaos, all right? So once we go here, the reason I want you to do this is for this reason right here. You have a 5.6% chance. I'm at level 7 with the reward. I believe it's probably slightly different if you're level 6. I don't know. But anyway, I'm at 5.6% drop rate for a random exotic artifact. That's right, these are exotic artifacts. And this is farmable content. It only costs you 10 pinnacle rewards. Now, it does cost you 10 pinnacle rewards per chest that you open, and you can pick if you want Chaos, Void, Arc, or Solar, and obviously you should go with whoever your main is. Now is unfortunately the time we're really gonna have to pick one single character to maximize, because up until now you can go like play around with different characters and figure out who you want to main. Now's the time to stick to it, because this is the time to start grinding for one character and really get them an increase in power. For example, I have been doing this already. I started it yesterday. Really last night. I worked really late last night, so I wasn't able to make this video last night, so I'll make it this morning before I get ready for work. But you can see that my Tantu, who is my main, is already at 46,000 power, which feels pretty darn good, actually. Everyone else is at 42, 41, and my top 3, so I can see my everything else I need to do. But if I go to my relics, artifacts, excuse me, I was wrong thing. You can see I actually already got one. I already received a exotic artifact, and it felt pretty good. I got really hyped for doing it. I wish I was recording it, because I literally screamed when it happened. But this is fantastic. Is it a S tier 1? Not really. Maybe move out of the way again. When the newer as well, it
I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people gathering over there.
There are so many ways to get free Lumia leaves and free draws in Destiny Rising that you don't really need to spend any silver on them. And I'm going to show you all of the different ways that you can get Lumia leaves that you may be missing out on. Firstly, I've been doing this myself, and I have almost every character in the game, multiple draws.
The Hive have dropped a feeder on the field.
And yes,
Set up the detonators and blow it up.
Just a quick heads up though, if you get Lumia leaves, spend those on the limited time draw. Gwyn draw right now, for example, and spend the full draws that you get, the Bon Voyages, on the standard draw, because you're going to get a bunch of both. You're not going to get many of the limited time draws themselves. So let's have a look at different ways to do it. Firstly, the most obvious way, the draws that you can get will actually give you currency that you can then use to buy more draws. So make sure to check the Fortuna shop in the store menu on the exchange tab. Another quick way to get Lumia leaves is just to play through the game with a bunch of different characters, because this will I've been doing this myself, and I have almost every character in the game, multiple draws for most characters, and yes, I have Gwyn as well. Just a quick heads up though, if you do get Lumia leaves, spend those on the legendary or the limited time draw, the Gwyn draw right now, for example, and spend the full draws that you get, the Bon Voyages, on the standard draw, because you're going to get a bunch of both. You're not going to get many of the limited time draws themselves. So let's have a look at different ways to do it. Firstly, the most obvious way, the draws that you can get will actually give you currency that you can then use to buy more draws. So make sure to check the Fortuna shop in the store menu on the exchange tab. Another quick way to get Lumia leaves is just to play through the game with a bunch of different characters, because this will progress through the character lore pages. There'll be different challenges to complete on each character's lore page, and doing so will get you stacks of Lumia leaves as you play through the game. Make sure you go into the inventory screen and open the mailbox. In here, you will find some extra rewards, including any maintenance rewards that you may have missed, and survey rewards. You can complete a couple surveys and you're going to get some good rewards for that, and they only take a couple minutes. One of the best ways to level up in this game is just to progress through the main campaign, but there are also side quests that you'll pick up as you move to different places. Those side quests will give you Lumia leaves as well, and sometimes Bon Voyages, so definitely keep an eye on the side quests. There can be some good rewards there. Alright, I bet you didn't know this. If you jump off the edge of a map to die, you actually get Lumia leaves. And there's so many other weird little challenges and achievements that you can do to get even more Lumia leaves in the Triumphs page. You can access this by opening the menu and then clicking on your username in the top, and you'll see all of the different challenges available. Most of them are very straightforward, some of them you'll complete automatically just by playing through the game, and some you can go out of your way to do. There's also a couple secret ones, including doing 10,000 damage in the Wolf Den practice range area on AI enemies, and another one for feeding the cat in Haven. To do that, you'll need to find the cat. It can spawn randomly, pet it, it will ask what type of fish it likes, and then fish that type of fish and give the cat that fish. Speaking of which, giving the cat fish every day can give you an extra reward that can include a draw, and you can do this once per day, so take advantage of this. Shifting gates to PvPvE mode is another place to get draws, and you'll get them as you level up and progress through this mode. Not all modes will give you these kind of rewards, so playing the ones that do is definitely going to be worth your time. You'll find these Lumi flies across the game, mostly in Haven and Wolf Den. Just look around, you'll be surprised at how many different things you can find. Oh, if you're on mobile, make sure to download all the resources, because you get even more Lumia leaves for that. Now let's talk about another one for feeding the cat in Haven, Alton. Personally, I've been doing this myself, and I have almost every character in the game, multiple draws.
According to local residents, a new event starts today.
For most characters, and yes, I have Gwyn as well. Just a quick heads up though, if you do get Lumia leaves, spend those on the legendary or the limited time draw, the Gwyn draw right now for example, and spend the full draws that you get, the Bon Voyages, on the standard draw. But
there's a lot of people out there.
So what do we get?
because you're going to get a bunch of both. You're not going to get many of the limited time draws themselves. So let's have a look at different ways to do it. Firstly, the most obvious way, the draws that you can get will actually give you currency that you can then use to buy more draws. So make sure to check the Fortuna shop in the store menu on the exchange tab. Another quick way to get Lumia leaves is just to play through the game with a bunch of different characters, because this will progress through the character lore pages. There'll be different challenges.
I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people there.
Void energy grows with time.
Let's do this together! No one will be left alone! We can't let them die! Save them!
Sword sharp, fire's hot. Let's go!
According to local residents, a new event starts today. I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people gathering over there.
All right, so today we are back over here on Destiny Rising. Yes, we got our newest update. Pretty much now, you know, NA is pretty much getting here means you're ready to reroll. I'm using mouse and keyboard right now because my control's not set up. So right now for this video, but over here, you reach Pandora 7. This is when you can start summoning. You go over here, it will say like, hey, now you can start claiming stuff. It will make you do your tutorial draw, which no, rerolling the tutorial draw isn't a thing. Don't worry about that. You mainly want to reroll after it. There's two things to reroll. There's rerolling your permanent, which is like getting something early before that, or it's rerolling Gwen. It's up to you on what you want to reroll. Gwen is what players want to reroll because, yeah, maybe rerolling the limited character would help you a ton, and when the next limited character comes out, you'll have all the launch freebies to go towards that, which is, I think, about confirmed 12,500 free Lumia Leaves distributed throughout the game, so having that is going to be immensely great for you in the future, so that is there. But how this works is you're guaranteed to get Gwen in 60 pulls. Right now you have a current draw chance of 1%, so it's a 1% chance. And again, what do you start off with? Base tutorial currency is 300. I again showed this yesterday, but what you want to do is go over here to events. You want to be able to claim everything, so again, check what you have. For example, over here, none of this stuff is active because I already claimed it. I claimed the day 1 event over there. By having an emulator over here, I can claim an extra one. So if you play on emulator, it makes the reroll process maybe a little bit easier. Over here, nothing is, again, claimable. Literally, this is an update from yesterday as well. They have this tab now, because on early access, they didn't have this tab. Now they have this tab. If you literally just hit, it'll say follow now. So it just
I hope
like
you
this,
found the
right?
components we need to repair the resource artifact.
Right? Just one. But if you hit this, it will pretty much do it for you. So I'll show it to you in a second. So there you go. I'm back. Pretty much, it takes me out of the game, which is a little bit annoying. So to not like show
Welcome
all of the
to my words can bring the impossible to.
Oh God, it's a tiny arm Kara. That's adorable. I just realized.
Ah, I sense it.
Chrome stuff and everything. That's the new gift that's been now distributed as click share over here. Now that you actually have the lead. Also, just so you know, if you go over here to Journey Bundle, yeah, this is afterwards. This is afterwards. So after something. But there's Silver Shop we're buying it from. No. Exchange over here. No. I have no idea where to buy this from, like normally. That's the issue. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't translate into a 10 pull, right? Yeah, no. Would you like to purchase more? You need 590 more for a 10 pull, so it is a bit off of that. But what the good thing is, if you go over here to the permanent banner, right, and you were to do this, so again, you now do your draws that you have over here. So let's draw. Hope for the best. Again, if you don't reroll anything, it's fine. Looks like we got shafted, right? There we go. Random decal, bright pigment, Pulling duplicates on this is pretty nice if it does happen for you, but over here, we really didn't get anything. Kind of sad. Over here, though, we can draw again. Let's see. We'll skip this one. Looks like it's... Did I just get something? Wow. Wow. I guess the reroll account's not good. I rerolled already like 5-10 times. I already kind of gave up. But wow, I pulled something on the video one. I just made this account for the video. And we pulled one. Yeah, now it's going to ask me, right? I'll just hit yes. We'll do this later. Well, that's definitely something. So, well, we pulled that. Cannot believe we pulled that early. Okay, so now we have that. If I didn't like that as a pull, I can reset the account, but I did like that as a pull. So again, now by pulling into this, you can go to the Fortuna shop, go down here. This is pretty much where you can buy more of these. And again, you can already buy the 5 you need to. So just by doing the 10 pull, it already gives you enough to buy the 5. So you'll just buy the 5 Bon Voyage Charm LEs. That's again part of the monthly shop. Now that that's done, go over here to Gwen, and now you have a full 10 pull plus more to go and grind, or sorry, go and push towards Gwen. So if this reroll process doesn't work, right, it's comparatively speaking, you have 800 more, right? So 800 plus 90 plus, so you have 900 more total currency today than you had yesterday. You know how good that is? 900 more is super freaking good, comparatively speaking to what it was yesterday. So now we can just do our 10 pull together, so we can merge these two, get a 10 pull off. So let's try a 10 pull over here for Gwen. Hope for the best, because again, or sorry, go and push towards Gwen. So if this reroll process doesn't work, right, it's comparatively speaking. Now by pulling into this, you can go to the Fortuna shop, go down here. This is pretty much where you can buy more of these. And again, you can already buy the 5 you need to. So just by doing the 10 pull, it already gives you enough to buy the 5. So you'll just buy the 5 Bon Voyage Charm LEs. That's again part of the monthly shop. Now that that's done, go over here to Gwen, and now you have a full 10 pull plus more to go and grind, or sorry, go and push towards Gwen. So if this reroll process doesn't work, right, it's comparatively speaking, you have 800, no idea. But again, that's a 10 pull, right? And you still have a bit more to pull into it. You have 2 more, I think, singles total. I think it's 180. No, so not 2 singles, but it's 11 pulls now. Comparatively speaking, you have 900 more. You heard me right, 900 more Lumia Leafs. Now than you did in the morning. So try it out. It makes it a lot easier. And again, if you want to do it, be my guest. I would say that it's not definitely a bad thing at all. They also have the battle pass now active here too, which this wasn't again active in the morning. So they added this too now.
I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people gathering over there. your plan for the day?
Like a lotus, we also can rise from the mud and bloom.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? How you guys? Because as the game, because the permanent banner is always here, you shouldn't really be in such a rush to actually get these characters. Now, the permanent banner is gonna have a couple of discounts that are gonna be going on when the game launches. You have a couple of new light bonuses, like your 10 draws being discounted by 20%. So instead of you having to actually pay for 10 draws, you only pay for 8 and still get the 10. And also being able to get your first 5-star character and use 30 draws instead of the usual 60 draws. So they're actually making it very easy for you to get your first 5-star character from this banner, and you should definitely take advantage of them, but you should still not spend your Lumia Leaf here. You should basically save your Lumia Leaf for the limited time characters, and just gonna spend it all on the limited banners. But if we're only spending the Lumia Leaves on the limited banners, how are we going to get the characters from the standard banner? Well, that's where the other currency comes in, which is the Bon Voyage Charms. Now, the Bon Voyage Charms are a little different than the Lumia Leaf. Well, you can use the Lumia Leaf on either banner. The Bon Voyage Charms are actually specific to their banner. For the permanent banner, the Bon Voyage Charm is what you use to draw. And for the limited banner, you have a different Bon Voyage Charm. You have the Bon Voyage Charm LE. And that's the last time I'm actually going to refer to them by their name. Now I'm just going to refer to it as the Rainbow Bow or the Blue Bow, because that's just a little bit easier and it still kind of gets the point across. And you're going to be able to get these from a bunch of different sources. The handbook, leveling up vendors, doing events, to actually get 10 of them for the pre-registration rewards. There's actually a bunch of different ways that you can get these blue boats without actually using the Lumia Leaves. And that's what I recommend that you do with this permanent banner, that you do take advantage of these new light bonuses that help you get some of these 5 stars from this banner, but you only use your actual boats for them. You don't use your Lumia Leaf, you use the boats, and when you have these bonuses, make sure that you always do temples so you can actually take advantage of those discounted 10 draws. And gacha games always tend to be more generous with the currency that you use on the permanent banner, so you are definitely going to be getting a lot more of these than you're ever going to see of the other ones, the actual like rainbow boats for the limited banner. And that is the reason why we save our Lumia Leaves for the limited banner, because one big thing about the limited banner is that it is not going to be here forever like the permanent banner. It does have a countdown timer. Now, I'm not sure how long these banners are actually going to be going on for. It does say 125 days here, but we are also playing in the early access server, so I'm not sure how long the banners are actually going to go for. If they're going to be like 40 days, if they're going to be 60 days, so we are not sure exactly. So because of that, you want to make sure that you have enough Lumia Leaves so you can do at least 60 draws so you can get that character that you're trying to get. Now, right now at the beginning, we are going to be getting a lot of Lumia Leaves, so if you want to win, you're probably going to be able to get her very easily. But for other upcoming characters like Stella, we may not have enough Lumia Leaves, so we definitely want to save them, because we're not going to be getting a lot of these boats from the game itself. I think from the beta and the alpha, we got a couple of them, but even in the very generous alpha, we were not really getting a lot of them. And from playing the actual release version of the game, I can tell you from a lot of the events that I saw, you get a lot of blue boats, you do not get a lot of rainbow boats. So you definitely are going to want to save the Lumia Leaves to get these limited banner characters. Especially because unlike the permanent banner, the limited banners are probably never ever going to have any sort of discount. It's always going to be 60 draws to actually get the character, unless you get lucky. I doubt that every single time you're going to have to do 60 draws, but I do expect to at least do 55 for every character, and 60 at the worst case scenario. And remember, with every character, there's also a trial, so you can actually try out the character and see if you like them, see what their abilities do, and whenever you complete the trials, you actually get Lumia Leaf. It's not a lot, but you do get some, and I mean, little Lumia Leaf is actually going to help get us those draws so we can keep getting these limited banner characters. And if everything else fails, well, the silver's right there. But we're trying to avoid that, so in conclusion, make sure that you save your Lumia leaves to the limited banner and use your boats on the permanent banner and pretty much just use that. But don't completely ignore the permanent banner. Make sure that you use your boats here and use them as efficiently as possible so you can get the 5 stars from there as well. With that, that's going to be the end of the video. Like I said, this was going to be part of a bigger video, but I decided to put it.
I feel like I learned a lot.
Feel our words merge and burn away the fabric of the universe.
Oh shit, guys, Morgan. the fatal hive being.
No one will be left alone! We can't let them die! Save them! You're better than ever! Take care and help our team! Help here! That can't stop us! Let's go! Mimi.
You could have that scent. Delicious. Such a wondrous flavor. Forgive me. A lapse in judgment. Momentarily. What I sense within
Morgan.
you
He's not called Morgan.
satisfies my curiosity and that of my lord for the moment. As does the strength of your desire. Hold the image of what you need in your mind. Wish into existence the forgotten detritus of a distant world. Take the fragments as if they were yours all along.
Well, that was fun.
That scent. Delicious. Such a wondrous flavor. Forgive me. A lapse in judgment. Momentarily. What I sense within you satisfies my curiosity and that of my lord for the moment. As does the strength of your desire. Hold the image of what you need in your mind. Wish into existence the forgotten detritus of a distant world. Take the fragments as if they were yours all along.
We have both components now. Let's see if Kavar can repair the weapon for us.
How have you fared?
I've acquired all the missing components. Can you fix the weapon?
What? How did you? This is unexpected. I believed this weapon would be forever broken. Like the world it comes from. I would be honored to restore it. It is done. Great creation of the Elixni.
Thanks, Kavar.
Now that we fixed the weapon, let's talk to Mu Ying about our next steps.
According to local residents, a new event starts today.
Which I don't think there's anything free to claim right.
I have yet to investigate, but there's a lot of people gathering over there.
There you are, Wolf.
I heard you have some good news, Mu Ying.
We've discovered the key to get...
I bet you are ready for some new stuff.
Well, the terminals you're looking for are in the building ahead. Follow me. There are fallen up ahead. I'll cover you from here.
Well, it looks
Light surges within the blade.
Wolf, there's a terminal here. I tried to restore the data here and found that most of it dated back to 14 years ago.
14 years ago?
Something wrong, Ayuela?
Oh, it's nothing. Probably just a coincidence.
Can you find anything related to the quantum tuner?
I'll give it a try.
Authenticate manually? Wait,